What I talk about in this magazine article is why the impact protocol that we used for safety boots is not really ideal for determining risk of injury for two reasons. One is it only looks at the amount of clay deformation in behind the boot as a measure of impact valuation. And number two, it's hard to generalize this impact test across the range of impacts that might be seen in a workplace environment because they use only a 1-inch diameter impactor, which focuses the impact. And so where typically on a workplace, you're going to have something that's a little bit more contact area. And so that impact is going to involve that object impacting the ground as well as the boot. So what's really required from a biomechanical standpoint to understand risk of injury is to actually measure load. The results of our study on this file was to compare standard steel toe boots that might be used in a wet, cold environment. But we also tested standard lace-up construction type steel toe boots, as well as a rubber overshoe that could go over top of regular shoes that had a steel cap. And then of course, a standard rubber boot. And as you might imagine, the standard rubber boot performed the worst in this situation. But that's not exactly the point I wanted to make on this. It was really that it's force that's required to determine risk of injury. And that is what's important in this magazine article.